Okay, so welcome back once again, learners, to our part 2 ng ating quarter 3 module 1, all about permutations. So once again, we are using this module from our Department of Education, and please kindly get your modules as well so that you will be guided as well. So dito na tayo sa parts kinds ng permutation. So balikan natin. Meron tayong permutation and objects taken all the time. Tapos permutation of n objects taken are at the time. Circular permutations. And lastly, we have distinguishable permutation. Are we ready, learners? Okay, let's go. So to start with, balikan natin yung definition of permutation. Okay, so permutation once again refer to the different possible arrangements of set of objects where order is important. Now, permutation of n objects taken all the time. Sinabi all the time, lahat ng mga objects gagamitin natin lahat. So walang matira. Example, number 1, how many 4 different code can be made from the digits 0, 3, 6, and 8? So dito, dapat makita sa different codes yung mga numbers na 0, 3, 6, at saka 8. So yung value ng n natin, there are 4 different code or 4 different letters din. Sa letters or numbers rather, 0, 3, 6, and 8. Yung n natin dito is equal to 4. Tapos, ilang numbers ba yung gagamitin natin? So, same pa rin. N is equal to 4 pa rin. So, we have P for 4 equals 4 factorial. So, whenever you can see para may exclamation point, hindi yan exclamation point actually, but it is a symbol for factorial. So, pag sinabing 4 factorial, the numbers that we're going to multiply starts with 4, tapos bababa na hanggang 1, 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So P44 now is equal to 4 times 3, that is 12 times 2, 24 times 1 is 24. So in other words, there are 24 different codes that are possible when you arrange the numbers, the digits 0, 3, 6, and 8. Note, you can use scientific calculator to get the value of a given factorial. So if you have your calculators, these are the steps. For example, pag 4 factorial yung hahanapin natin sa calculator, first, you enter the number. So we have the number 4. And then look for the symbol, ito, x factorial. Sa ibang calculators naman, n factorial, and then press it. Pagkatapos, always press equal sign, equal button to evaluate the factorial. So, tama yung pagka-press nyo sa mga buttons or keys. Siyempre, you can get this number. Next, number 2. How many ways can you arrange the letters in the word equal? So, example niyan, ito. Let's say, first letter ng napili ko is E, tapos second is L, U, then Q, then A. So, isang arrangement yan, isang arrangement. Pero kung ang first letter mo naman is L, A, E, U, Q, another arrangement. So, meron na tayong dalawa. So, it would be lengthy masyado kung if we are going to use yung listing method or yung tree diagram. So, we have here yung pinaka Kasi pag ginamit mo isang letter several times, kaya nandiyan sa E. Tapos, ginamit mo na naman E. Tapos, iba naman. Tapos U. Tapos A. So, limang digits lang man to. So, wala tayong L. In other words, kung lalagyan mo ng L yan, hindi na pwede kasi magiging lima na yung digits. So, that is why hindi pwede na ulitin yung letters kung nagamit na. Okay. So, the word equal has 5 different letters. So, we can use the formula P, N, N was N factorial. Tingnan natin. We can only use P and N equals N factorial kung ito lahat ng mga letters dapat makita sa arrangements. So, P and N. So, P, 5, 5. So, since there are 5 letters in the word equal, so, 5 rin yung dapat makita. Kunin natin ang mga letters. So, equals 5 factorial. So, balikan natin. 5 factorial means we're going to multiply 5 tapos 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So 5 times 4 is 20 times 3 is 60 times 2 120 times 1 is 120. So there are 120 ways for you to arrange the word equal. Again, kasi 6 mannequins man yung nakalagay sa showroom, pwede na alin yung mga dyan. So, the n natin dito is equal to 6. So, since 6 mannequins din yung gagamitin natin na i-arrange, so meaning 6 pa rin yung nandito. So, P66 equals 6 factorial, which this is equal to 6 factorial is 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 5 is 30 times 4, 120 times 3 is 240 times 2. Teka, wait lang. 6 times 5 is 30 times 4, 20 times 3 is 360 times 2 is 720 times 1 equals 720. So therefore, there are 120 ways you can arrange 6 mannequins in your room. In other words, kung gagamit ka ng listing method or yung tawag ito, tree diagram, there are 720 ways pa rin na pwede natin makuha na. Diba? Sobrang dali kapag ito yung formula na gagamitin natin. So, maximize our time para maka-answer pa tayo ng ibang items.
Okay, number 4. In how many ways can 7 persons arrange themselves in a row for picture taking? Take note na sa picture nila, dapat silang 7 yung makikita sa picture, no? Now, so ang n natin dito would be equals 7. So, since sila mang 7 yung makikita sa picture, so therefore, itong nandito is 7. So, P77 is equal to 7 factorial. So, P77 equals from 7, multiply natin hanggang umabot tayo ng 1. So, 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, you will get 5,040. So, it means there are 5,040 ways that you can arrange 7 persons in a row for picture taking. So this is one of the examples of what we call permutations of n objects taken all the time. Next, permutation of n objects taken are at a time. So, kung makikita nyo, yung kanina is all. This time, taken are at a time. So, ito, are. Ano ba ibig sabihin nitong are? So, let's take some examples para maintindihan natin ano ba tong are. Number 1. How many ways can you arrange the letters in the word bread using 2 letters at a time? Question. Ilang letters lang yung pwede natin gamitin to arrange yung word na B, yung bread? So, there are 2 letters. So, in other words, yung R na ibig sabihin dyan, kung ilang letters, letters, numbers, na pwede nang natin gamitin. So, dito na item, there are only 2. Now, by listing, we have, B-R-E-A-D. So, meron tayong B-R. Yan. Isang arrangement yan. O pwede rin, baliktarin natin. R-B. O, another arrangement. Take note sa permutation, pag maiba yung arrangement, iba yung meaning yan. Now, pwede rin natin gamitin yung BE since yung B at saka E is part ng mga letters o part ng word na bread. So, BE at saka EB. Pwede. Or AB. Baliktarin natin. BA, pareho lang. No, nga nandun sa word na B-R-E-A-D but different yung kanilang ways. O, BD. Pwede rin BD. Pwede rin DB, RE or ER, RA or AR, RD or DR, EA or AE, ED or DE, AD or DA. So kung bibilangin natin to lahat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there are only 20 ways of arranging the word B-R-E-A-D using 2 letters at a time. Now, how about yung FCP or yung Fundamental Counting Principle? So, E1, meaning yan, the first digit. Sa first digit, since may dalawa lang tayo na i-consider, pero meron tayong 5 letters sa word na bread. So, yung first digit natin, meron tayong B, R, E, A, D. So, kung titingnan natin, meron tayong 5 letters na possible sa first digit. So, dito, there are 5. So, yan yung ibig sabihin yan. Yung number ng event 1. Ayan. Sa next naman natin, na digit, second letter, for example, ang ginamit mo na letter is R. So, hindi mo na yan pwedeng ulitin. So, ano ba yung mga possible na lang sa second digit? So, meron tayong B, E, A, at saka D. Yan. So, ilang letters ang possible sa second digit? So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, good. Ayan. So, ito yung ibig sabihin ng 5, 4. So, kung gagamitan natin ng fundamental counting principle, all we need to do is to multiply. Yan. Multiply lang yan. So, 5 times 4 equals, yan, 20. Pero kung meron tayong formula, ang formula kasi ng PNR, take note na yung N refers kung ilan lahat yung objects, letters or numbers na gagamitin. Tapos yung R naman natin, kung ilan lang yung pwedeng makuha out of the, anong tawag nito? Out of the given numbers or letters. Yan yung R. So, same dito. Ang N natin dito, from the word bread, meron tayong 5. So, we have 5 letters na pagpipilian. Pero, ang R naman natin dito is only 2 since we are asked to use 2 letters at a time. Yan. So, that is why P52. Sa P52 naman, ang N natin is 5. So, N factorial. So, 5 factorial over, ang N again is 5 minus R. Ang R natin dito is 2. So, 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 factorial. So, actually, pwede itong 5 factorial over 5. Yan. 5 factorial over 3 factorial. So, take note na 5 factorial is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over yung 3 factorial is 3. Pasensya na guys ha, kasi gamit ko mouse lang. So 3 times 2 times 1. Yan. So kung gusto nyo, you can multiply ito lahat. 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Ilan yan? O, meron tayong 5 factorial kanina. So gagamitin natin 120. So 120 over yung 3 factorial natin is 3 times 2 times 1 is equals 6. So 120 divided by 6 is equal to 20 pa rin. The shortest way, gagamitan natin siya ng elementary algebra, no? Dito pa lang pwede na tayong mag-cancel. Take note, 3 and 3 pwede ma-cancel, 2 and 2, 1 at saka 1 cancel yan. So matira na lang would be 5 at saka 4. So 5 times 4, 20 pa rin yung magiging answer. So P52 is equal to 20 ways. So pwede rin yung gaya nito. Take note na 3 factorial yung nasa baba. Diba 3 factorial means 3 times 2 times 1. Yung nasa taas rin, meron ka rin makitang 3 times 2 times 1, which is 3 factorial din yan. So 3 factorial, actually pwede rin itong gawing 5 times 4 times 3 factorial kasi 3 times 2 times 1 is 3 factorial. So ang objective nito, para makancel ka agad yung 3 factorial sa taas at saka 3 factorial sa baba since it is equal to 1. So matira 5 times 4 na lang. If you have your calculators, if we using your scientific calculator to find the value of P52, again press 5, look for NPR. Yan, hanapin mo yan sa calculator. Meron din yan sa ibang cellphones, no? Pwede mo rin yan gamitin. And then press 2. Then press equal. So kung makita mo na ang answer sa calculator mo is 20, therefore tama yung ginawa mong pag-press sa calculators. Okay? Number 2. In how many ways can a class of 45 students elect president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, and an auditor if everyone is qualified to any position? So dito, ang value ng N natin dito is ilan lahat yung students? 45, correct. Tapos, ilan lang yung position? Meron tayong president, isa na yan, dalawa, vice, secretary, treasurer, at saka auditor. So, ilan yung lahat? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, ang R natin dito is equal to 5. So, out of 45, 5 lang yung kukunin na magiging officers sa Ganitong sa out of 45 students. Okay, so wala nang question dito, no? So let's proceed. So since hindi man equal yung n at saka r, so ito yung gagamitin natin na formula. Yan. So P45,5. Question, pwede ba ito baliktarin? Pwede ba P545? Okay, very good. Hindi yan pwede, mga learners. Hindi yan pwede. Now, so n factorial is 45, yung n natin, factorial, over 45 minus 5 factorial. Take note, ito yung r natin, ito yung n natin. 45 minus 5 is 40, then factorial. So, masyadong mahaba kung i-multiply natin or kukunin natin lahat, susulat natin lahat yung factorial ng 45 kasi 45 factorial is equivalent to 45 times 44 times 43 times 42 times 41 times 40 hanggang umabot tayo ng 1. So, it would be good kung stop natin kung saan sila pwedeng i-cancel. So, since 45 minus 5 is 40 factorial, ito yan. So, stop lang natin hanggang 40 factorial para itong dalawa ma-cancel natin. So, what would be left would be is 45 times 44 times 43 times 44 times 41. So, mas madali na yan siya i-multiply or i-calculator. Okay? So, in your calculator, pwede yung P45, 45 times 44, 43, 42, 41 is 146,611,080 ways. So, pwede yan ha by cancellation. Pero kung may calculator ka, that would be the better way niyan is hanapin mo yung 45. Yan. Tapos, hanapin mo yung NPR. Tapos, hanapin mo yung 5. Sir, bakit walang answer? Isa lang yung sagot dyan. You forgot to press yung equal sign. Okay, kung sa calculator mo ito yung lumabas din, tamang-tama yung pagka-press ng mga key buttons dun sa calculator. Okay, so ito yung kaibahan ng all the time at saka r at a time. So balikan ko lang before I proceed. Pag sinabing permutations of n objects taken all the time, it means na sa objects na yan, lahat ng mga numbers at saka letters pwede mong gamitin rin. Okay? So, pag sinabing taken r at a time, sana ba yun? Ito. Taken r at a time, for example, from the letters P, R, E, A, D, ang kukunin mo lang is 2 letters at a time. So, meaning, R na yung gagamitin mo, hindi na yung N. Okay, so let's proceed sa circular permutation. Madali lang din to. Circular permutation, the number of permutations of n objects arranged in a circle. So that is in the formula P equals n minus 1 factorial. Question number 1. In how many ways can 6 choir members be seated around a circular table? So, kung ito yung circular table, so 6 sila na nakaupo daw dyan. 1. Teka, ito na lang, mas maganda. Ay, wala na ibang ito na lang. So, isa. Tapos, 2. Tapos, 3. Tapos 4. 5. 6. Okay, ito na lang brown. Okay, 6. Okay, so yan yung arrange in a circular table. So since circular man yung arrangement nila, ito yung magiging formula natin. Okay? So, ang n natin dito sa number 1 is 6. Since there are 6 chairs sa 6 square members, so P equals 6 minus 1 is 5. Then, factorial. 5 factorial, balikan natin, means ito. 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So, this is equal to 120. Kung may calculator ka, all you need to do is to press 5. Tapos, hanapin mo yung symbol na may n factorial ba dyan? Pwede rin factorial lang. O pwedeng x factorial. Tingnan nyo lang sa calculator. Then, do not forget the last key button, yung equal sign. Yan. So, 120 possible ways. Number 2. In how many ways can 8 kids be seated in a merry-go-round if 2 kids insist to sit beside each other? So, pagpalagay natin ito, Ilang kids daw lahat? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, suppose event 1. Event 1. Pagpalagay natin, si kid A and kid B insist to sit beside each other. Therefore, they are taken as 1. Since sila mong dalawa dapat magkatabi, meaning hindi na sila pwedeng si A nandun sa kabila or si B nandito sa baba, no? So, taken as 1 sila. So, n equals 7. Since ito is taken as 1, so 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, n equals 7. So, P equals 7 minus 1 equals 6 factorial. So, 6 factorial is equal to 720. Event 2. The 2 kids can be arranged in 2 ways. It's either A, B, or BA. So, sa event 1, dito si A, dito si B. Pero kung sa event 2 naman, nag-interchange naman sila. So, kung dito pa yan, circle yan, yan. So, dito yung arrangement ni B, dito si A. So, it would be a different arrangement. So, yan yung ibig sabihin ng event 2 natin. So, the 2 kids can be arranged in 2 ways. It's either A, B, or BA. So, in other words, from 720, imumultiply pa natin yung 720 ng 2. Since, dito naman, 720 pa rin yung makukuha natin. So, 720 times 2 is 1,440 ways. Yan. Okay, so may question pa ba nito? Okay, wala na. Next, last, distinguishable permutation. Distinguishable permutation is a permutation of set of objects where some of them are alike. Pag sinabing alike, may mga magkakapareho. Okay? So, sige lang. I-run through lang natin the number of distinguishable permutations of n objects when P are alike, Q are alike, R are alike, and so on is given by P equals n factorial over P factorial, Q factorial, R factorial. Example, how many distinguishable permutations are possible with all the letters of the word calculator? So as what you can see, ilang letters to lahat? Ibilangin natin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So therefore n equals 10. Yan. Pero as what you can see, out of the 10 letters, meron mga letters dyan na alike. So ito, gaya nito, C. Ilang C meron dito? We have 1, 2. Yan. So, ito yung magiging P natin. Not necessarily yan, letter yan, pero ginawa lang natin ng variable intended na yung letter C sa word na calculator, dalawa. Okay? Next, meron din tayong A, dalawa. Pagpalagyan natin Q yan. Q equals 2 since there are two letter A sa word na calculator. Tapos sa L naman, R, ilang R? Ang L natin, ilang L meron tayo? 1, 2. Yan, dalawa. So, R equals 2 since there are two letter L in the word calculator. So, sa formula, ito na yun. 10 factorial since ang formula natin is ito man. So, n factorial. So, 10 factorial over PQR. So, 2 times 2 times 2. So, 2 factorial times 2 factorial times 2 factorial. Take note, 10 factorial is 10 times 9, 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So, kung i-multiply mo yan lahat, that is 3,628,800. Kung may calculator ka, balikan ko lang, you press 10. Tapos, you press n factorial ba dyan, x factorial or factorial. Hanapin mo lang sa calculator mo. And then, equal sign. Yan. So, all in all, 3,628,000 ito. Tapos, 2 factorial is 2. Diba? 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. So, 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 8. So, yung 3,628,800 divided by 8, this is equal to 453,600 ways. Okay? Ayan. So, distinguishable permutation kasi may mga letters or numbers or any objects na identical or alike. Number 2. Malapit na tayo. The librarian asks you to arrange the books on a shelf. There are 5 identical math books, 7 identical science books, and 4 identical English books. How many ways can you arrange them? So take note, identical means pareho. So pareho math, 5 pareho na math, 7 na pareho yung science, 4 na pareho yung English. Now, solution natin. There are a total of 16 books. My question, bakit 16 books? So, okay, so 5 plus 7 plus 4, that is 16. Tapos, ang identical dyan, so yung 5 natin dito will be yung P natin. Mathematics book. Yung Q natin is 7 since there are 7 science books. R is 4 since there are 4 English books. So, based dito, we have, balikan natin yung formula, P equals n factorial over P factorial, Q factorial, R factorial, sometimes depende na sa given, and so on na yan. So, dito, tatlo lang yung mga identical things na meron tayo. So, 5 factorial. So, 5 factorial is 120. 7 factorial. 720 ba yun kanina? 7 factorial. 7 factorial. Sana yun. Ayun, 5,040. Tapos, 4 factorial. 3 times 4 times 2 times 1. 3 times 4 is 12 times 2, 24 times 1. So, 24. Okay. So, dito, mas madali yung cancellation. Kasi, as what you can see, may 7 factorial dito. So, pwede yan makancel. So, at least, hindi na medyo mahaba yung solution natin. And 120 can also be canceled sa taas since 12 times 10 is 120. So 120, cancel yung 120, cancel mo yung 12 at saka 10. Tapos, sa P natin ngayon, multiply mo lahat ng hindi na-cancel sa taas divided by 24. So P equals 1,441,440. Okay? So maybe you can have another example. So nawala dito. Try mo daw. In how many ways can you arrange the letters of my name? Do you know what is my name? Sige ha. Sige, type ko. G E. Ito lang. First name ko lang. Yan. So, in how many ways can you arrange the letters of my name, Giuseppe? Joseph. So, assignment na lang yan, ha? Try nyo daw. Okay? Okay, so let's proceed. So let us practice. Sige daw. Dito na tayo sa next part ng module. Keep me on track. Okay. In how many ways? You have to identify lang daw. Determine the kind of permutation. Write the letter that represents the kind of permutation of each number or in a separate sheet or answer sheet. Sige daw. In how many ways can 12 friends ride in a Ferris wheel? Ferris wheel, alam mo naman siguro yung anong itsura ng Ferris wheel. Is that circular? Yes. So therefore, it is a circular permutation. So letter C yan. How about ito? In how many ways can you arrange the word pandemic? Okay, lahat ba ng sa spelling ba na to may naulit ba na letters? Okay, wala. Lahat ba ng letters ang gagamitin natin dito? Yes, so that is taken all the time. So letter A. Next, number 3. In how many ways can you arrange the letters in the word treatments? What have you observed? May mga letters ba na nauulit? Okay, tingnan natin. T, meron, 3. E, meron, 2. Yan lang yata. So, anong klaseng permutation to na may mga naulit na letters? Okay, distinguishable permutation. So, that is letter D. Number 4. In how many ways can 7 people arrange themselves in a row for picture taking? Ilan? Sila ba lahat makikita sa picture taking? Yes or no? Okay, yes. So, what kind of permutation is this? This is letter A, taken all the time. Number 5. In how many ways can you arrange using all the letters in the word highness? May makita ka bang nauulit na letters? Meron tayong dalawang H. Okay na yun, sana. Meron pa tayong dalawang S. So, what kind of permutation? Okay, correct. Distinguishable permutation. Now, number 6. Tapusin na natin to. Find the number of ways you can place 8 COVID patients on a bed if there are 4 available beds in the facility. So, lahat ba sila pwedeng mahiga sa 4 na beds? Hindi, di ba? So, 4 lang. Out of 8, 4 lang yung pwedeng mahiga sa available bed sa facility. So, anong klaseng permutation yan? Okay, that's good. So, letter B. Taken R at a time. Kasi out of 8, 4 lang yung available na beds. Now, number 7. If Angelo has 4 kinds of mathematics books, 3 kinds of English books, and 4 kinds of science books, in how many ways can he arrange the books such that books of the same subject must be placed together. Number 7. So meron man silang magkakapareho. So sa number 7, distinguishable. Sana lang. Pero may sinabi man na books of the same subject must be placed together. Diba? So, ito magiging what? Taken all the time. Yan. Number 8. 8 cyclists join a race. In how many possible ways can they be arranged as first, second, and third placers? So, out of 8, ilan lang yung placers natin? 3. So, 3 lang yung pwedeng ma-qualify as first, second, and third. So, out of 8, 3 lang. So, this is taken R at a time. So, letter B. Number 9. In how many 3-digit numbers can be formed from the numbers 1, 3, 4, 7, and 9 if repetition of digits is not allowed? Ilang numbers meron? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pero ilang digits lang ang pwede? 3. So, out of 5, 3 numbers lang yung pwede. So, this is taken R at a time. So, letter B pa rin. And then, lastly, number 10, a couple wants to plant some flowers around a circular garden. They have 6 different bougainvillea. How many ways can the flowers be arranged? Be planted. So, may word na dyan na circular garden. So, directly, that is a circular permutation. Okay, so question na about the kinds of permutations that we are identifying. Okay, so wala na. So, let us remember, 0 factorial is always equal to 1. FCP, the fundamental counting principle, states the number of ways 2 or more events can occur is equal to the product of the number of ways each event can possibly occur. Permutations refer to the different possible arrangements of set of objects where order is important. Permutation P of n objects taken all the time, P and n equals n factorial. Permutation of objects taken R at a time. So we have the formula P and R equals n factorial over n minus R factorial. Number 6, circular permutation, P equals n minus 1 factorial. Distinguishable permutation, P equals n factorial over P factorial, Q factorial, R factorial. So this ends our part 2 of our permutations sa ating module quarter 3, module